Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 441 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. What's going on out there? Are you out there living, having fun, thriving? You know, you're supposed to be doing all of those. I mean, just because you're an adult doesn't mean you stop having fun or thriving or living to the fullest. I don't know why we think that. We should be having just as much fun as the kids. I mean it. So if you haven't done anything fun today, I don't care what day it is. It may be a Tuesday. Don't let that head hit the pillow until you do something fun. All right, you're welcome. Okay, have you ever seen someone who has a vintage car but it looks new? How about someone who's always extremely well dressed but their clothes aren't necessarily new? Or maybe a couple that's been in a relationship for 30 years but they still seem like newlyweds? What are they doing differently than the people that are always buying new cars or always buying new clothes or always in a new relationship and they seemingly need that? I remember a while back, I wanted a new car and I was thinking how nice it would be to have that perfect new car. And then I got my new car and I thought, oh, this is so cool. The new leather, the new car smell, the new way it looks driving down the street, the way I feel driving it, the way I look getting in and out of it. It's so nice and so satisfying. But then 3 months into it, that newness has worn off and it's just like every other car, except now I have that payment. And then I had that payment for the next 5 years for a car that I had grown used to. But I value that experience and I keep that experience in my mind because as soon as I start thinking a new car is going to be just the thing to make me happy, I remember that mine runs just fine, thank you, and it still looks really good and I can love this one just as much as I can love a new one. And this one is paid for. It's what my husband's best friend, John, calls a P4 car edition, which basically just means it's paid for. Now, if you ask me, that's the kind of edition of car I want all the time, a P4. And look, I love my car just as much as the day I bought it. I really do, because it still feels new to me. You know why? I learned this from my husband too. He told me about a friend he had in Alaska that said the key to not wanting to always go buy a new car is just get your car detailed, just like a car dealer would. The reason why we want one is, and the way that why they look so appealing is because they're so new and clean and fresh, and they've maintained it and it runs well. So keeping it clean and keeping it maintained and getting it detailed as many times as you need to in the year, that really works. I kept my 4Runner for 10 years that way. And then my little sister drove it, and now my niece drives it. Now I've had my current car, which is a Range Rover, for 9 years, and I just got it detailed, and I love it so much, just as much as the day I bought it. We tend to think we need something new when oftentimes we simply need to clean up what we already have. Is there something in your life that you're wanting to replace, but maybe it just needs to clean up? Maybe it needs a little extra attention, some much needed maintenance. Newness can be a drug, just like any other drug. And just like any other drug, once the high wears off, you need another hit. It's never enough. I was standing in my closet just the other day after cleaning it out, and also after having been shopping a few weeks prior, I thought, I don't have a thing to wear. I need to go shopping again. And I sit there and I realized that no matter how many times in the past that I've bought new clothes, I'm still left wanting more. I remember thinking to myself, it is never enough. Which means it's probably an internal thing, not an external thing. I don't know about you, but shopping is a hobby for me. If I'm being honest, it's one of my favorite things to do. I shop for a living with interior design, and I love it. But I also realized that at one point I was shopping for clothes because I wasn't happy with how my body looked, so I thought a new outfit would make me happy. And then one day after wearing my new outfit, I realized I needed another new outfit to make me feel good again. When you're trying to get your happiness or your feel-good feelings from things outside of yourself, it's never going to be enough. It's like pouring water in a pot with a hole in it. It's never going to be enough. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to shop. It's just recognizing that needing a new outfit to make myself feel good about the way I look is going to be never ending. Shopping isn't the problem. I still love to go shopping. The problem comes in if I'm relying on a new outfit to make me feel good about myself, if I'm relying on new clothes to make me happy, if I'm relying on anything external to make me happy. True happiness and joy is an internal thing, not an external thing. Happiness from external things has a shelf life. Happiness internally never expires. That's the kind I want. Now, sometimes you do need a new car, and sometimes you do need new clothes, and sometimes you are in the wrong relationship. That's life. It's okay to want more or new, but realizing that newness is like any other drug. If the newness is what you're chasing to feel good, it isn't ever going to be enough. The people who have a vintage car that looks new or always looks amazing even though their clothes aren't brand new, or even have an amazing relationship after many years together, they have two things in common. One, they want what they already have. And two, they take incredible care of what they already have. They maintenance it, they nurture it, they give it a lot of attention. My challenge to you this week is this. Take a look at your desire for newness in any area of your life. Is it a common occurrence? A constant desire for newness is a vicious cycle because once the newness wears off, you're left needing more. It's never enough. Relying on external things to make us feel good is short-lived and always keeps us wanting more. True internal happiness never expires. Share this with 3 people you would love to see truly happy. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.